Now, this is by no means an exhaustive list. There's actually quite a few different string methods, but I just want to give you the highlights, basically so that you can be aware that the string methods that you're already used to, they're probably there. They're probably going to be supported. Some of the more common string methods that you'll run into, things like compare, if you want to compare the value of two strings. Concat is used to take other strings and concatenate them together. So the return value is a string, which represents the concatenation of the arguments. We've got a copy method that we can use to create a brand new string by basically taking the contents of another, copying those contents over. Now, the equals method is actually a fairly important method because we use the equals method to compare the values of two strings, see if they actually have the same value. The reason that this is important, and you may want to make a note of this, is that if you use the double equal operator or the is equal to, what we're really comparing is the value of the physical reference itself. So if I had two reference variables and I said string 1 equals string 2, for example, then what I'm actually comparing, if I use the double equal sign, is whether or not those two string variables actually point to the same object. So are they both references to the same physical element stored on the heap? The dot equals method, however, that will actually look at the values of the strings rather than looking to see if the references actually point to the same physical objects. So whenever you're comparing the values of objects, you'll want to use the equals method rather than using the double equal or is equal to comparison operator. And this is especially important when you're dealing with strings. We also have a format method that we can use to format a string based on a provided format, structure, or code that's provided within the method, a substring method, a trim method, and most of these will probably look pretty darn familiar to you because when you really are manipulating strings in any language, you find that you're seeing the same methods basically pop up over and over and over again.